2 minutes, Chalupa.
I'll
Chalupa, 2 minutes.
I'll get the clothes and bring it.
Alright.
I try to clean the table. Marcos,
Yes.
I'll go through the side of the house.
No, I'm not live yet.
Huh?
I'm about to go live here in a bit. Could you call my dad and let him know that I'm gonna go live? I'm doing stuff on YouTube right now. All right, that'll work. We are live. Down. All right. Set up one more thing, get some more people some time to tune in. We'll get started here shortly. All right, sweet. Just a few more. We'll let a little bit more time go so we can see if anybody else will tune in. But hey, what's up? My name is Marcos. Thank you for tuning in today. This is my first time going live on YouTube, so pretty interested. It's fun to see the community continually growing, just day by day. It's been pretty cool. However, I do miss teaching in the studio. We'll be back someday. Who knows when though. Yeah, once again, my name is Marcos. I am Yogi on the bars, if you never took my flow. Yeah, I like to do a lot of inversions, and that's what we will be working on today is forearm balances. So, buckle up. No, we'll just go ahead and get started. You can face whichever way you want. I'm going to face the camera just so you can see what I'm doing. And we'll go ahead and get started in Sukhasana here. So we're going to start in crisscross applesauce. Top parts of the palms are on top of the knees here. And then this time I don't want you to close your eyes yet. Just keep the eyes softly open. And slowly beginning to release the tension in the forehead. Releasing the tension in the jaw. Allowing the shoulders to drop back. And allowing the body to be in the moment, here in the present. Rather than thinking about all the other things, about what everyone else is doing, how are they coping with things. Just focus on you for this next hour. Just use this time to reflect on yourself. And remind yourself of things that keep you grounded. Remind yourself of things that keep that fire burning. We're going to go ahead and take a few rounds of breath together. We're going to take a deep inhale. Feel the top part of the crown go towards the sky as you feel the chest expand. Open mouth, exhale. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. One more, just like that. Take a deep inhale. Feel the chest expand. Open mouth, exhale, release, let it all go. Now we'll switch to our Ujjayi breath, ocean-like sounding breath. Take a deep inhale through your nasal. This time exhaling out your nasal as well. And then continuing this breath on your own. Allowing the mind to go wherever it wants to go. Just allowing those thoughts to appear. But not creating any attachments to those thoughts. Just recognizing that they're there. Maybe give them a little wave and allow them to pass right on by. Remembering that you are the owner of your own life and you can take control of any situation at any given time. Alright, now we're going to slowly begin to switch our feet here. So we're still in Sukhasana, also known as crisscross applesauce. Top parts of the palms are on top of the knees. And this time we're going to add a little bit of movement. So we're going to allow our right ear to drop towards our right shoulder. Then we're going to send the back of the head towards the back. And the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then chin in towards the chest. And then really allowing the head to roll over, to be free. Really allowing it to hang down. Releasing all the stress, releasing all the tension here. And slowly begin to go towards the other direction. Now we'll be in the tall stack spine here. Take a deep inhale, feel the chest expand. Exhale out the nasal. On our next inhale, send your chest forward as your chin goes up. Exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, chin goes up towards the sky. Shine that heart up. Exhale, bring it back in. Taking a few more rounds on your own. Really allowing the body to just be here. Inhaling as you're extending the heart out. And exhaling as you're compressing back in. We'll take 2 more rounds. One more. We're going to slowly shift our weight towards the front. And then we'll meet in a child's pose. We'll separate our knees out. Send our weight towards the back, allowing your hips to dip down. Maybe you get a little bit crazier this time in your child's pose by separating your knees out. And then seeing if you can get your chin towards the floor maybe. Allowing the body to just be here. Just breathing through the pose, with each exhale sinking a little bit closer towards the floor. And during this time, I want to talk about something that I've been seeing lately on my feed. And it's the feeling of loneliness. There is no equation for it. Just because you feel like you're alone, you could be around several people and still feel alone. You can be around nobody and feel alone. And during this time, what do you think, whenever you do feel that way, what is it really stemming from? And remembering that you do control your life. And all you have to do is just breathe through it. Allowing yourself to be. And slowly shift your weight towards the front. Then we'll meet in tabletop position. Really beginning to press down with the fingertips here. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Really squeezing the ground down here. Then we're going to send our right shoulder towards the right side. Sending the shoulders towards the front and sending it towards the left and towards the back. Drawing really big circles here. Then we're going to begin to go towards the other direction. And we're going to cross the feet over here. And we're going to go on to our sit bone, making sure you can still see me. We're going to extend our feet forward. And we're going to drop into our back here. We're going to raise our feet up towards the sky. And we're going to get both hands together. We're going to begin to pulse towards the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now we're going to bring our feet into a 90-degree bend. Fingertips interlace behind your head. And then bring your elbows in towards your knees for 10. And extend the feet out. Bring them back in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully extend. Now we're going to bring our left knee in. Right elbow goes in the outside part. And beginning to do bicycle crunches here. I know you're probably not liking me right now, but we are getting stronger together. Here we go. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Woo! That one got me. Now we're going to come back to the studio with that fire. I'm telling you, y'all. This is the time for self-growth. Begin to rock and roll on the spine. I can't wait to be back in the studio. I'm going to be floating in there. Then we're going to be in high boat pose. So we're on our sit bone. We're going to extend our feet up towards the sky. Maybe you bring those fingertips up as well, shining that chest out as much as you can, squeezing the legs together here. We're here for 10, 9. Can you raise those feet up a little bit more? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the feet towards the floor. Fingertips go towards the back on the side of the hips. And we're going to press down with the palms, raising the hips up, squeezing the legs together. Head drops towards the back for reverse plank. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. And crisscross the feet. Then we'll move back in tabletop position. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the waist. Then we're going to take a few hip circles on the left side here. Drawing those big circles. Beginning to go towards the other direction. We're going to swing the left foot on the outside part for child's pose with one foot out, making sure the left foot is directly to the side of the hip on the knife edge. Then we're going to send our right glute towards our right heel as we walk our fingertips forward. Really allowing your weight to dip into the hips here. Then our right palm's going to go on the outside part of our right waist. And then we're going to extend our hips towards the front. Left fingertips go towards the side for gate pose. So you want to think wild thing at the top, opening up that left shoulder a little bit more. And swinging the palms right here towards the front. Stepping that left foot on the outside part of the left palm. Take a deep inhale, drop the belly button, gaze goes up. Exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Take another deep inhale, drop the belly button, gaze goes up. Exhale. Continuing this breath and this movement on your own. Reminding yourself that this is meditation with movement and allowing the body and the mind to connect on your mat. We're going to shift our weight towards the back for half splits. Both palms framing the front foot, pointing those toes towards your face here. And we'll walk both hands on the outside part of the left foot, getting that nice stretch in your IT band, making sure those toes are pointing towards your face. And we'll walk the hands towards the front. Meet back in tabletop position. We'll take a few hip circles with our other knee. The right side this time. Begin to go towards the other direction. Then we'll all meet in child's pose with one foot out. Right foot is directly to the side. Sending your left glute towards the left heel. And we'll plant the left palm on the outside part of the left leg. And we'll reach the right fingertips out towards the side for gate pose. And swing the palms over towards the front. Right foot goes on the outside part of the right palm. Deep inhale, drop the belly button, gaze goes up. Exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Taking a few more rounds on your own. Doing whatever feels natural. And we'll shift our weight towards the back for half splits. Pointing the toes towards your face here. Walking the fingertips out towards the front. Most important part is that you're actually pointing your toes here. Then we'll walk the hands on the right hand side, getting that deep stretch in your IT bend. We'll begin to bend to that front knee, and we'll meet back in tabletop position. And if you've been taking my classes before, then you know how much I love Turbo Dog. So making sure those palms are directly underneath your shoulders here, squeezing the ground down with those fingertips, flip your toes, knees coming off the floor 1 inch for Turbo Dog. Making sure your knees are barely above the floor. Really making sure that you're squeezing the ground with the fingertips here. Engaging those scapulas. If you don't know what your scapulas are, I want you to picture a tiger walking. Those back shoulder muscles, yep, those are your tiger muscles. So engage them. Then we'll try to see if we can lift that left leg up towards the sky. Left foot, I should say. Place it back down, time for the right foot. Place it back down, time for the right palm. Place it back down, can you lift the left palm? Place it back down, we'll be here for 10, 9, you can do it. 8, 7, we're in this together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog of the day. So really press the ground down. And then allowing your head to sink in between your shoulders here. Maybe you pedal off the feet. And on your next inhale, wave-like motion straight over plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, straight arm plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few more rounds on your own. We'll do two more. Deep inhale, extend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, straight arm plank. All right, now we're gonna drop and we're gonna slightly bend our elbows. We're still lifted off the ground. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really shining the chest out. Really pressing down with the fingertips here. Chin goes up towards the sky. And then exhale, flip the toes, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. And on the exhale, travel the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up towards the sky, mountain pose. Open twist towards the right side. Inhale, bring it back up towards the top. Exhale, twist towards the left side. Opening up the palms up towards the sky, making sure that left hip is engaged towards the front. Inhale, bring the fingertips back up towards the sky. The elbows are going to hug the ribs. Mini back bend. Bring it back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms down, travel the feet towards the back of the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. On the exhale, travel the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up towards the sky. Open twist towards the right side. Bring it back up towards the top. Open twist towards the left side. Bring it to the top. Elbows hug the ribs, mini back bend. Bring it back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms down, travel the feet towards the back of the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. On the exhale, travel the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up to the sky. Exhale, open twist towards the right. Inhale, back to the top. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, bring it to the top. Elbows hug your ribs, mini back bend. Bring it back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, travel the feet towards the back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to change it up a bit. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. On the exhale, travel the feet towards the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up towards the sky, mountain pose. This time we're going to press the palms together here. So we're pressing the palms together, and then we're extending the fingertips as high up as we can, allowing the head to be in between the shoulders here, making sure your ribs are taken underneath your chest. I'll face this way so you can see me. We're going to hinge out our hips towards the left, and we're going to point our fingertips to the right top corner of the room. I'm making sure our head is in between our shoulders, and we're going to pulse our fingertips towards the top right corner for 10, 9, extending your shoulders out as much as you can, 8, 7, shooting all that energy out, 6, 5, letting all that negative shit go, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms are still together, pressing tight together as well. Going to the left top corner of the room. Beginning to shoot that energy out again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the top. Last side. Now we're going to pulse the fingertips up as high as we can. I know the shoulders are on fire. We're going up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Shoot them up as high as you can. 6, 5. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now our hands are gonna grab each opposite elbow. Now we're gonna send the sit bone towards the floor for chair pose with a bind here. See if you can send your sit bone a little bit lower, squeezing the ribs in underneath the chest. See if you can sink a little bit more on the exhale. And then bring your fingertips up for chair pose. Exhale, swipe the fingertips towards the back, top corner, and then raising your heels off the floor. Now we're on the ball points of the feet. See if you can drop your chin a little bit closer towards the mat. And then swipe your fingertips back up to the sky for chair pose. And swipe the fingertips back for tumbling tree. Heels are lifted up as high as you can. Raising those fingertips up. Going to the sky. Bring it back up. Chair pose. We got one more. Here we go. Bring it back for tumbling tree. Heels are lifted. See if you can drop that chin a little bit more. Fingertips up, up, up. You got it. Now we're going to plant the left foot as we raise the right heel up for warrior 3. Proud chest. Raising that heel up as high as you can here. Engaging both legs here. Your floating leg and your standing leg. And then we're going to get that left palm. We're going to press it against the floor for half moon. Right fingertips up to the sky. Opening up the hip as well. Pointing those floating toes to the right. Finding that balance. Pressing the earth down. And slow and in control, we'll meet and star pose. Making sure your toes are pointing outwards. Palms are up to the sky. Then pivoting your right foot towards the back. And then your left foot's going to the left. Right here. So warrior 2, this is your stance right here. Making sure you're squeezing the middle of the mat away. Your arms are one straight line. See if you can bend the front knee a little bit more. Inhale, reverse forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Really pressing that tricep on the inner thigh, on the shin. Then we'll bring it back to warrior 2 just for a second. And then we're going to ride the wave to the front of the mat for Skandasana. Making sure you have a proud chest here. And then plant the right palm down. Left fingertips up to the sky for easy twist. Making sure that knee is over the heel here. Then we're going to bring that left foot on top of the right foot for side body plank. Option to stay here or option to float the top leg up for side body plank. Then we'll plant the left palm down, rolling over, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. On the exhale, travel the feet towards the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up towards the sky. Palms straight together. And we're going to come in chair pose, sending our weight towards the floor. Making sure those palms are still together here, opening up the shoulders as much as you can. See if you can sink a little bit more. Then with our fingertips, we're going to swipe towards the back, always going to the ball points of the feet. Heels lift. Raising those fingertips up as high as you can, tumbling tree. Bring it back over to chair pose. You're going to shift your weight back over towards the front. Tumbling tree. Woo! This time planting our right foot down. Left foot comes up for warrior 3. Both legs are engaged here. Floating toes are pointing towards the floor, raising that heel up a little bit more, proud chest. And shooting that right palm down for half moon. Opening up the hips here by pointing the left toes to the left. Then we'll meet in starter pose. Both toes are pointing out. Don't forget to add your sound effects. I'll come right over here so you can see me. And then we're going to shift our way towards the back for warrior two. Pivoting our feet here. So your left leg is going to be pointing towards, the toes are pointing towards the left. Your right feet are going to point towards the side right here. Separating your limbs out as much as you can. See if you can sink into that front leg a little bit more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Remember, you want to really focus on that twist here. Don't worry, for my birds of paradise people, we're going to there later. Coming back to warrior two. Riding the wave towards the back, Skandasana. Left palm plants, easy twist, pivoting the toes towards the front. Right fingertips up towards the sky here. And then we'll meet in side body plank. Taking whatever variation you took on the other side. Finding your breath here. Finding your balance, finding your drishti. And then planting the hand down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to add a lot more to that movement, to that flow. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees. On the exhale, travel the feet towards the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up towards the sky, chair pose. Woo, I got you doing some chair pose. Whoa, I got all of us doing some chair poses today. And then we're going to slide the fingertips back up to the ceiling for tumbling tree, raising those heels up. This time we're going to plant the palms on the floor. Option to go for crow pose if it's in your practice, and maybe if it's not, you just say fuck it, and you go for it. Because, let's face it, we all want to fly one day, right? Cool thing about this pose is if you fall, you're not too far from the ground. Alright. Then we'll be back in chair pose one more time. Swipe the fingertips back up to the sky. Going to the ball points of the feet. We're working those calves today. Then we're going to raise the right foot up for warrior three. And then pressing that right palm to the floor this time for a revolved half moon. Raising that heel up as high as you can. Woo! Trying to make sure that your arms are in a straight line here. And then we'll plant the left palm down, going to half moon. Opening up the twist. Whew, that feels really good to me. And drop it for star pose. Don't forget your sound effects, y'all. Pivot the toes inward for a forward fold Prasarita. Option for inversions. Yeah, and I feel like going for an inversion, so why not? Going for headstand, handstand, whatever you feel like doing. Woo! Alright. Then we'll be back in Prasarita forward fold. And as we walk our palms towards the back this time, raising to warrior two. Drawing one fierce line with your hands here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Really pressing that arm against the shin, against the leg here. And if you got that bind, feel free to go for it. And then maybe you fly. Taking birds of paradise. Using that bind. Whew, so open up and lift that leg up. We'll all meet back in side angle pose. Raising it to warrior two. Then riding the wave to Skandasana. Planting the palm down, easy twist. Horizon lunge. We're going to drop into the pinky edges of the feet. Then we're going to step that left foot on the other side of the right leg for wild thing. Raising the hips up as high as you can here. Then planting the palm down. Swinging the foot in between the arms for fallen triangle. Lifting that right palm up. Then we're going to plant the palm down, cross body push-up. Option take 1, 2, or even 3. Then we'll raise that foot up towards the sky. Plant the foot in between the palms. Back leg lifts. Warrior 3. Hands come to heart center. And then slowly raise up. Right leg is still lifted. We're sending the foot towards the front this time. And we're going to begin to pulse the foot towards the front to the top. Kind of like kicks for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing the knee in towards the chest. Pointing the toes down. And if this is easy for you, feel free to go for dancing Shiva by grabbing the outside part of the right foot with the left arm and then extending the foot out whenever you're ready, opening that twist towards the right. And begin to release. Bringing the right foot to the glute. With the right fingertips, grabbing the inside part of the right foot, ankle. Then we're going to go for dancer pose by extending the left fingertips to the front. And we're going to release into standing splits. Palms are down right here. Raising that right heel up as high as you can. And then we're going to take a few handstand hops, and don't get all weary on me. A handstand hop can be this right here, right there. Now take whatever you can. We'll take a few hops. Take one more. Alright, be the standing splits. And then we're going to plant both palms down and we're going to hop the left foot towards the back for 3-legged dog. Then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Wave-like motion, straight arm plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alright, we got one more side. Deep inhale, begin to bend the knees on the exhale, travel the feet towards the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up towards the sky, mountain pose. Send the sit bone towards the floor for chair pose. Last round, y'all, we're getting there. Swing the fingertips to the sky, tumbling tree. Allowing that chin to sink towards the floor. Raising those heels up a little bit more. Fingertips go back up to the sky, chair pose. Bring it back, tumbling tree. Option to go for that crow pose once again. Maybe you didn't go for it the first time. Maybe you feel like going for it this time. And slowly release. We'll meet a tumbling tree. I know, I feel it too. Plant the right foot down. Raise the left foot up for warrior 3. And we're going to shoot that left palm towards the floor this time, revolved half moon. Opening up that twist as much as you can here. This time planting our right palm down, half moon. And we're going to swing it over to star pose. Arms are fully extended out. Exhale, forward fold. Posture to pivot the toes inward. Option to go for firefly pose. And if you don't know a firefly pose, just walk the fingertips towards the back. Making sure those elbows are underneath your thighs. And then maybe, just maybe, you raise those feet up. It's one of my favorite ones to pop in Prasarita. Maybe you give it a try, maybe you don't. It's all good. We're all just flowing. Walking the palms towards the back. Raising up for warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Option to go for that bind. If you took it on the other side, maybe you go for bird of paradise. You might notice the difference from one side to the other. Finding your drishti, finding your breath here. Whew, just want to do it my own flow. Here we go. We're in a side angle pose. Bring it back up, warrior two. Travel the wave towards the front again. Marichiyasana. Skandasana, there we go. And then we're going to plant the left palm down. Easy twist, right fingertips up to the sky. Drop it over for horizon lunge. Pinky edges of the feet. Step that right foot over the left leg for wild thing. Raising up as high as you can. Here, gaze follows the top fingertips. Plant the right palm down. And then swing the right foot underneath the arms, raising it up for falling triangle. Plant the top palm down. Taking as many crossbody push-ups as you did on the other side. I took 3. Inhale. 3-legged dog. Exhale, plant the foot back down. Raise the back leg up for warrior 3. Proud chest. And then slowly rise up as you keep that left leg floating. And then beginning to pulse the foot to the sky for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring the knee in to the chest. Hugging it in, pointing the toes down. First, finding your balance here, finding your drishti, finding your gaze point. And whenever you're ready, right palm grabs the outside part of the left foot, opening the twist up to the left. Dancing Shiva. Hey. Finding that drishti. Finding that fire to keep you in through the pose. I know that leg's burning, mine's burning. We're going to begin to bring the left foot in. Woo! Towards the glute. Find it. We're in this together. We can do this. Grabbing the inside part of the ankle. Going for dancer's pose. Right fingertips up to the front. Keeping the leg out while you're pulling with the arm. Whenever you're ready, slowly release both palms to the floor for standing splits. And then we're going to do exactly what we did on the other side for handstand hops. Just building that fundamental strength for maybe a handstand one day. Remember, just getting that right foot off the floor is a handstand hop right there. So take as many as you want. Take one more, because I'm having fun here. That felt good. All right, we'll meet in standing splits. And I take a mini hop towards the back. 3-legged dog. Then we'll meet a downward facing dog. Raising both heels up, and then swaying the heels up over towards the right side. And swaying the heels over towards the left. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Then we're going to drop into our elbows here for forearm plank. Then tippy-toeing the toes as close as we can towards the elbows. Raising those hips up above the head. And then we're going to tippy-toe it back for forearm plank. Tippy-toe the feet back in for dolphin pose. And then walking back out, forearm plank. I know it's burning. Here we go. This is what we came for, y'all. Bring it back in. Detox, retox, right? Bring those toes in a little bit more. This time, raising the right foot up. And taking some pulses for 5, 4. Maybe catch some air. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna switch. Woo, my shoulders are on fire. We'll go to forearm plank. Bring it back up. Dolphin pose. This time raising the left foot up. We got this. I know it's burning. And pulsing for 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out, forearm plank. Bring it back in, dolphin pose. Last one, bring it back out, forearm plank, and then right hip touches the right side of the mat. Left hip touches the left side of the mat. And continuous motion for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good work, y'all. We'll meet in child's pose to get a nice reset, nice little break. Congratulating yourself because you made it through the hard part. Then we're going to walk our hands out. We're going to set up the puppy dog pose by arching the lower back here. And then seeing if you can drop your chin, maybe your chest towards the floor. Alright, walk the palms in for tabletop position. Take a deep inhale and then we'll swing the right fingertips up towards the sky and thread it through. And then we're going to plant the bottom part of the palm down here and go into like you're going into child's pose. And we're going to extend those right fingertips out towards the left side, threading through the arm and then seeing if you can get the center of your head towards the floor here. Climbing down on the mat. And extend those left fingertips to the front, getting a nice shoulder stretch. Making sure you're pressing with all the fingertips. Making sure the palm is on the floor as you extend the right fingertips to the front. Pressing down with all of your palm. And begin to bring the right palm underneath the right shoulder. Pointing the left fingertips up to the sky. Alright, then slowly begin to press your weight to the back for downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal out the feet once again. Take a deep inhale, raise the right heel up to the sky. Three-legged dog. And then swing the foot underneath the arms. Setting up for half pigeon, extending that back leg out as much as you can here. Both palms in front of the shin. Take a deep inhale, shin goes up. Exhale, slowly release for half pigeon. Allowing your forehead to sink towards the floor. I say we tend to carry a lot of stress into our hips. Try to identify that sensation and be okay with it. Begin to walk the palms in towards the shin. Swing the left leg across to the front. So our right foot is exactly how it was in pigeon, but we're placing the sole part, the bottom part of the foot, on the end thigh here. Left toes are pointing up to the sky. Take a deep inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, forward fold. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, release. A little bit closer towards that thigh. Next inhale, rise up, and crossing the shin over on the mat, and we're going to extend our right foot towards the back. Setting up for half pigeon. Making sure you're extending that leg to the back as much as you can. Deep inhale, proud pigeon. Chin goes up. Exhale, forward fold. Onto the mat. Really allow the mind to just be here. Allowing whatever thoughts that are crossing your mind to just cross the mind and nothing else. Identifying that it did happen at one point in your life, but it is no longer in the present. Just focusing in on your life right now and just breathing. As you shift your weight towards your left glute, swing the right leg to the front. So this time our left foot is on the inner thigh. We'll take a deep inhale, swing fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Take a deep inhale again. Exhale. Release all the stress in the body, all the tension. On your next inhale, slowly rise up. extend both feet out to the sides for straddle pose. Extending the legs out as much as you can here, making sure the toes are pointing up. We'll take a deep inhale, palms up. Exhale, forward fold. Try to make sure that you're pointing the toes up as high as you can. Just making sure you're hinging out from the hips here. Maybe you place your elbows down if you can reach it. Place the palms down and bring the legs in together. Both knees are by the sides of each other. And swing the knees towards the left and swing to the right. Then we'll lay down on our back here, setting up for bridge pose, bringing the heels in towards the glutes, making sure that your fingertips can touch your heels here. And whenever you're ready, pressing the ground down with the heels, fingertips interlaced behind your lower back, pressing the ground down, raising the hips up a little bit higher. And then slowly release. And if you have wills in your practice, fingertips are going to place right by the temples. And then press the ground away. Shifting the hips up to the sky, shining that chest out. And slowly release. Woo! That felt good. Alright. Bring the knees into the chest. Beginning to roll side to side, massaging the lower back here. And with our palms, we're going to place it on our lower back as we send our feet up to the sky. Setting up for shoulder stand. Making sure you're distributing the weight on your hips here. And if plow is in your practice, allowing the feet to drop towards the back. Maybe you hug the temples with the knees. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing your body to drop back down. Feet plant down on the floor. Palms up to receive energy, palms down to feel grounded. Beginning to shut down the gaze, relaxing the eyebrows. Releasing all the stress in the body, softening the lips, allowing the shoulders to sink towards the floor, allowing that lower back to drip towards the mat. Feet display out to the sides. And during this time, I want you to think of something, someone, somewhere that makes you happy. I don't want you to picture the specific something or someone or somewhere. Now I want you to picture, or I want you to feel that energy that you felt for that person, that place, or that something. Remembering how it made you feel. I want want you to realize that you can reach this place at any time of your life, on your own as well. Simply by just breathing and simply being Shavasana. You can twiddle the toes and twiddle the fingertips whenever you're ready. And give yourself a good morning stretch in your palms to the back. Extending your limbs out as far as you can, waking up for the second time today. And we'll roll over towards our favorite side, using our arm as a pillow. One knee on top of the other. This is fetal pose. Symbolic to a new life, to a new beginning, because yoga goes beyond the mat. It's about the mind-body connection. Connecting to the present, connecting to the now. So during this time, I want you to think of something that you're grateful for. Now, how could you show this thing that you're grateful for appreciation today? This is your life, these are your choices, this is your flow. Top palm plants down on the floor, pressing the ground away. Coming to a seated position, gaze is still shut. Crisscross applesauce. Top parts of the palms are on top of the knees. I want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for showing up on your mat, but most importantly, deciding to take this time out of your day to just focus on yourself. With all the external things going on, all of these things that are out of our hands, you chose to be here, you chose to be on your mat. That's a beautiful thing. Sweep the palms up to the sky, gathering all the energy. Bring the hands in to the heart center. The student, the light, the energy, the love within me is ignited by the teacher, the light, the energy, the love within each and every single one of you. Together we say, Namaste. Alright, y'all. Well, my name is Marcos. I am Yogi on the Bars on Instagram if you want to go check me out. I love feedback. Once again, thank you for joining me. This was my first time live streaming on YouTube. It's pretty fun. Definitely missed out in the studio, but this is what we got to do for now. So let's ride this wave out, man. And yeah, let me know if y'all like the class or whatever. Till next time, peace.